I just spent $50 to buy the 3 craziest unboxable toys from Target, including the new MrBeast's CRYO LAB by smile pervert James Donaldson, also known as Mr. Donaldson. I even bought a toy made for girls, even though I'm a boy. Or am I? Anyway, this went so crazy that you're not gonna believe what happened. So stick around to the end where I reveal for the first time ever the way that the video ends. Hi, I'm JettKuso. I wanted to start this video with a parody of MrBeast's retention editing style, but Poe's Law says that it's impossible to parody a YouTuber in a way that won't be mistaken for unironically taking advantage of the very techniques you're satirizing, so consider this your winking emoji disclaimer. Okay, so you've seen these, right? Growing out of Target shelves like barnacles, toys with more package than toy. Unboxable toys, I call them. Bait for YouTubers to make content about, and for kids to buy so they can pretend they are YouTubers. A play pattern spawned from excess, hedonistic, nothing like the pure godly joy that my childhood toys gave to me. 35 surprises inside! Find the rare gold dragon! Giant milky mystery set? What? That doesn't... Anyone can see that these are Overwatch loot boxes made manifest, appealing to the gambler's instinct of our most vulnerable population. And worse yet, the intended play experience requires destruction. A toy that only works once is not worth the cost. Or is it? I don't know, or at least I didn't know when I went into this whole thing. My instinct as an adult, and I think the instincts of many of you if you've ever seen these things in the stores, is inherent cynicism. I question them. I'm repulsed by them. And if you open your Jungian psychology textbooks, you'll find this is likely a manifestation of my shadow that indicates a repressed subconscious desire. Haha, couldn't be me. But if there is value in these things, I want to give a fair and honest shot at finding it. So I bought a bunch of them on Christmas clearance and went to town, starting with the MrBeast, first up, the Ryan's surprise egg. If I have to use scissors on any of these things, that's 10 points deducted. That's not child friendly, that requires parental engagement. I don't know anything about Ryan or his supposed world. He's after my time, and even during my time, I didn't watch kids when I was a kid on YouTube. I watched adult men embarrass themselves, and I strove to do the same. All I know is that his channel is everything the average person hears when they hear that I make toy videos, and I irrationally resent his brand because of it. That part, fine, not very satisfying, but I did it. Oh, there's like levels. I wasn't impressed by the Ryan's World egg, but I didn't expect to be impressed. It looked cheap, and then it was cheap. $6 on clearance, about $10 new, with toys inside that are just above the Happy Meal level of quality. But it doesn't need to be expensive for them to make a lot of money off of it. At this big box retail scale, the goal is to have you buy countless iterations of this unholy ovum to collect all of their devious yolks. Collect them all! Please! Good slogan. Always stay happy. No matter what happens. Parents, dead, stay happy. The election didn't go how you want? Ryan's World says stay happy. My focus today is on the unboxing experience itself. The fact that opening a package has been made into a greater selling point than the contents, and whether or not it ever should be. A box without hinges, key, or lid, yet golden treasure inside is hid. And to that end, the egg is quite a construction. 4 interlocking chambers, 2 figures, a sticker, mystery putty. Comment down below what you think the mystery is. I'll judge how mysterious this putty is or is not, Ryan, if that is your real world. Plastic is a lot more expensive than it used to be. It's one of the biggest cost factors in modern toys. Legos ain't a rich kid's luxury for nothing. There's almost as much plastic in the egg itself as in its contents. Plastic cost could easily account for half the cost of the set. One could argue that it's no different than the Bionicle canisters of my childhood, that it isn't wasteful because you can technically store the toy inside, but one would be a fool who speaks out of turn. When you're expected to collect them all, to blindly purchase identical boxes in hopes of getting everything, with the full risk of getting identical products once you open it, the burden to reduce waste goes up by a lot. And in terms of storage, this is a terrible shape. Eggs are so notoriously tough to store and transport, there's a bespoke device for it. Are we forgetting the carton? Meanwhile, cans are one of the most efficient shapes for manufacturing. It lowers material usage, they store really well. Basically what I'm saying is Bionicle was great, and we disavow the pretender! It's putty. It doesn't have the snap of a silly putty. It has a caustic smell to it, and a terrible residue. Not a fan.
Makes you wonder.
Ryan, you did a terrible job with the toys that you personally designed.
Introducing the CRYO LAB.
Commencing the cryo process.
Pour the thermite powder into this frozen chamber. A chemical reaction is gonna occur, and out will come your brand new beast. You'll get a weapon, you can then connect it to his arm and fire the blaster.
MrBeast's Lab CRYO LAB.
Jimmy's here! Say hi to Papa! So obviously I think there's two kinds of beasts I might get. I will be thawing the cryo chamber. I will be releasing my beast. I may even twist for power strike attack. It doesn't even say how many surprises are inside. Like Rainbowcorn's Monster Corn Surprise has over 35 surprises buried inside. That's great. The Treasure X Lost Lands Dragon Realms has 25 levels of adventure. Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast's Beastables? Just one beast. The transience of this experience is perhaps what concerns most people the most. One of the prime metrics of a cost-effective toy is play value. Realistically, once a toy has been opened and the excitement of new thing has faded, how many times will the child go back to the toy and play with it again? For how long will it spark joy? That is the question. This is so much! Ooh. It's got a beast port. During use, place it on a tray for easy cleanup. Cleanup? Wash hands after use.
Why so indignant at the word cleanup?
Cause I'm imagining I'm 5. I'm not gonna do that. My mom actually taught me to pitch the play value of a toy when I was asking for one, preparing me for the corrupting influence of the free market economy for one, but also to make sure I wasn't asking for something that I would only play with once. Let me get a frickin' tray. This feels wrong. I want to enjoy this. I want to have fun with my Mr. Beast. Terrible start, Jimmy. No, bad, awful, not satisfying. I don't know how I would have pitched Jimmy's terrible lab to my mother. The toy line's predecessor was simply Beast Lab. That toy line had a more elaborate unboxing process with fog and crap, and you could buy kits to reset it and do it all again. That's still not great, seeing as you have to buy the kits, but admittedly, this does look cool as all hell. It has packets that you pour in a specific order, this latch mechanism looks pretty satisfying, and the base itself is actually electronic, making the strobes bright and the sound effects loud enough to be cool in any way at all, unlike the sort of vague tingling noises you can hear from inside the ice shape. Insert key and turn to initiate activation sequence. It's so quiet. And the Beast Lab's slime drain mechanic is 100% reusable without any refill packets. The Cryo Lab isn't remotely this elaborate. It's about 20 bucks cheaper, yeah, but it's like, you know how the medium popcorn at a movie theater is like 1/3 as much popcorn as the large popcorn, even though the large is only $1 more expensive than the medium? If you could pay $40 for a slap in the face, or $60 for a slap in the face and a lovely dinner, I think you'd pick the latter. You might even tip if you're a freak.
You've initiated the activation.
I've initiated, remove override key, remove thermite powder, and I'm following this exactly per the instructions. So I've got my thermite. Here we go. Bottoms up. Okay, here we freaking go. Press the emergency release button to open the fingerprint cover. It's just a button. There's no like satisfying play feel to that. Here we go. Frickin' nothing! Jimmy, come on! Jimmy! Why is this wet? Why is there a wet bag? Is the water leaking out of the cryo chamber? Okay, I've got my beast. The figure itself is fine, I guess? It's an action figure, the quality is fine, it's just... The extra 20 bucks worth of gimmick that the original Beast Labs had seems necessary to make this whole experience, like, actually an experience, rather than some fizz, some dissolving paper, and a big plastic box with 2 buttons and a key. You can't dumb something like this down and expect it to still be fun. Okay, unfreeze the weapons. Push frozen... Quiet. Push frozen pandemonium blade into the drawer. Fusion ooze? I don't have fusion ooze. Oh, I've created the fusion ooze. You just kind of...
This just feels like a lot of poured water on things.
It seems the primary gimmick is dissolving paper. I have to think Jimmy must have done market data analysis and found $40 to $50 to be the precise maximum price range for a toy like this, and made the toy company squeeze the CRYO LAB down to that exact specification, regardless of how it might impact the product. It doesn't work. It wasn't good, it wasn't fun, and it doesn't help that some of the water spilled inside the chamber before I opened it, ruining the reveal of my secret paper-contained weapons. Soaking the packet in water turns it into a cold, disgusting pulp that you have to fish around in to get your missiles out.
Not fun.
Now if I want to repeat the process, I can pour more water in here. I don't have more thermite powder. I should look up where to get more thermite powder on the internet. I release the beast. Open the fingerprint scanner. And that's the whole thing. No, Jimmy, I don't think so on this one, Jimmy. Jimmy, I'm not feeling it, Jimmy. All right, moving on. If I'm gonna figure out how the CRYO LAB fits into the modern toy ecosystem and try to criticize it at its own level, I need to observe its genre contemporaries first. I wanna save this for last, because this actually looks interesting.
Got a nice pitch on it.
But first, let's look at another offering, the Rainbowcorn's Monster Corn Surprise. 35 surprises buried inside.
Rainbow, rainbow corn. New Monster Corn Surprise. Weave a web of ghoulish fun. Peel and reveal your Monster Corn sneaky heart. 6 to collect. Share your bat wings for a fantastic time with Rainbowcorn's Monster Corn Surprise from Zuru.
First things first, I like this. That's great. We beg for the egg. God, if it wasn't this shape, would I even know that I'm supposed to open it? This one is by Zuru, manufacturer of iconic toys like X-Shot, Bunch of Balloons, Fuggler, cat food, and shampoo? That can't be right. There better be 35 surprises in this. I went into this one very hopeful. It only cost me about 12 bucks on clearance with a full price of like 25 at retail, which compared to the Beast Freak isn't bad at all, especially for something containing 35 surprises. Over 35 surprises? My God, it must be a treasure trove in here. Zuru would never lie to me. Oh my God. Surprise number 1. This is nice quality. It's soft. Let's look inside. Look, there's another egg. So 1 surprise, 2 surprises, and we've got some packets here. This is goo. This is a little potion bottle of goo. See that little symbol down there? It says you can eat it. There's just a line through it. Poster. That's 3 surprises. Let's look at surprise number 4. Ooh, that tear's really nice.
It sounded good. Oh yeah.
I'll call that 5 surprises. I didn't expect that tear to be so nice. 6 surprises, 7 surprises. It does come with the string to make the little wings. I didn't expect that. That's 8 surprises, baby. Let's go. Gotta figure out how to untangle it. I figured it out. That was a little puzzle. Part of the experience. 9 surprises. I like this more than Jimmy's terrible creature. Hell yeah. Papa, help me. Help me, Papa.
There.
I can fly.
She was a fairy.
I'm gonna have to get a tray to open this. And anything that requires a tray, that's 10 points off. This is surprise number 10. Now, is the egg itself a surprise? Yes, because I didn't expect to find it in here, and what's inside is also a surprise. So, surprise number 10. Oh, it actually looks like a little baby. I'd call that 2 surprises in 1. And then this has another little piece. 12 surprises now, at least. 13. Surprise number 14. And the revealed thing is a 15th surprise. Look, it's my wonderful little guy dancing. Wow, okay. Where's the rest of my surprises?
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
All right, Zuru, if those are your real syllables, I'm starting to question your marketing tactics. Is your shampoo and conditioner really for Mondays? Just how bonkers are your paw-licking chicken flavor cat snacks really? I question it all. I don't trust them. What does surprise even mean? We need regulations on this. This egg is practically empty. The girls deserve better. Over 35 surprises buried inside. Either there's stuff inside this goo, or every single one of these individual stickers is meant to be a surprise. Oh, these ones are glow in the dark. 16 surprises. I didn't expect there to be glow in the dark stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if each of these stickers is a surprise, we're at 41 surprises right now. That's amazing. I guess there isn't really much of a legal definition of surprise. Like, this is nice. Like, I like being able to keep... Speaking realistically, this is probably a fine price for what you get. Stuffed animals are pretty expensive these days. 25 bucks is fine as far as the modern market goes. The wings are cute, the mini guy is fine, yippee, stickers, slime was fun, but with the promise of 35 surprises as the main draw, you can't get away with the technicality of counting each sticker on the sheet. It reads as 35 plus toys inside. That's obviously what they want you to think. Yes, there's a vague table of contents on the egg that breaks it down more specifically, but with the thing on the thing, it seems tailor-made to disappoint a child. Crack it open. There's a lot of warnings on the back of this. Oh God. Do you like this? Do you like this algorithm? Is this good? Do you like it? Do you like my YouTube channel now? That's surprise number 42. Now, what I won't totally discount is the mystery plush feature. There's value to that mystery. It's kind of exciting to reveal the mystery toy, a draw that the MrBeast's Lab weirdly doesn't take advantage of very strongly, if at all. Though again, that brings up the questionable ethics of blind boxes. Maybe a toy being $25 and randomized will stop you from even trying to collect them all, thus counteracting the gambling problem with monetary inaccessibility as opposed to something that's only like $5. Maybe. I hope so. God, I hope so. It's not like this is even, like, bad stuff. Like, this is cute. I've got no problem with anything involved here. But 35? You don't gotta do that. I later discovered that the slime glows in the dark as well, so chalk that up as 43 surprises.
Treasure X Dragon's Realm. Which mystery dragon will be summoned?
This is Moose. This is the same company as the Beastables. Do not eat. Is there gonna be stuff in here that's gonna be tempting to eat? Is this, I think this is just what's inside. I don't think it's like randomized. 25 levels of adventure. meant to assemble the tool, which is what God said when he made Elon Musk. Okay, I'm supposed to slice this open. I like that, like this is packaging, but it gives you a specific way you're supposed to interact with it. More than any of the others, this toy has me wondering if play value is a valid metric for toys like this. Is this an unboxing, really? Is this just me taking a long time to open a toy? Or is this the toy? Could one claim that it's wasteful, consumptive, vapid play? Well, yes, they could, cause it is. If a kid buys the MrBeast's Lab, does the whole process, then throws away the case or never plays with it again, yes, that's wasteful. If a kid digs up all of this dirt and gets his dragon, then Control-Alt-Deletes the chest, that's kind of an environmental nightmare. 80% of the toy's plastic straight into a landfill, or worse, recycled. A dragon heart. Nothing on the scale of what corporations are allowed to pump into the air every single day while blaming the general public, but in terms of how much waste a child is capable of producing, pretty bad. Though to pull back a bit, on a scale of an entire childhood in a family that can afford to buy toys like this, is it that much different than a toy that's technically more reusable but also less fun? I only played with MindFlex once when I got MindFlex. Am I a wasteful consumer because of MindFlex? Yes, 30 lashes. It doesn't seem like there's actually like a escape room thing here going on where this actually unlocks anything. It's just like a roleplay experience. I expected to like this, and I do like this. Not to both sides of the non-issue, but a lot of toys are wasteful. It's a little poop. Slime toys eventually get dirty, model rockets burn fuel, silly string runs out, Nerf darts get lost, Play-Doh dries up, your loved ones will die, and more importantly, any toy with app integration is gonna be unusable junk in 5 years. I care about that. You can always buy fresh packets of powder for your toy powder baker oven by Hasbro, but realistically, how many refill packets do kids ever buy? 5? 6? Or do they just run out of whatever they got in their Christmas bundle, then shove it in the closet never to easy bake again? All toys are wasteful at different levels. These are not essential commodities, and I am all for trying to minimize waste, but I'm never up for using selective leftist critique to justify bog standard generational resentment. Do you have a problem with wasteful unboxing toys, or do you just hate children? Could be both. I'm not your dad. Oh, it is a man. Oh, and I think another piece of dragon armor. Oh, so there's my 3 men. I still haven't found the dragon stone. Oh, the dragon's eye. I've solved the dragon's map. The artifacts are in place. How do I insert the dragon's eye? Fits in. Oh. Oh! The 1 in 8 gold dragon! Even if, as collectors, you can put your toy on a shelf once it's open and call that value, we're all just buying toys to recreate Christmas morning or to create a Christmas morning that we never got. It's just really fun to open a box and see what's inside, and God, this was a very fun box to open. Oh, look at that! Oh, and this little tab at the back, it's like a little chain. And there's little places where I can put all of my guys. Unboxing toys isn't a good term in my eyes. These, when done well, are experiential toys. Experiences like a theme park, an escape room, a murder mystery dinner, or those hunt-to-killer mysteries that you can order in the mail. One-time experiences, sure. But if an experience is good, you will get more value out of it than just the time spent in the middle of it. They're memories, they're social. So judging these as if they're just elaborate packaging, or worse, designing them as if they are just elaborate packaging, seems fundamentally flawed. It's the wrong lens. If you think that no experience is worth the potential waste involved, that's fine. But everyone is gonna have their own metric for whatever they're willing to put up with. The funny thing is, I think when you design these toys as experiences without worrying about reuse or play value, you end up with something a lot more interesting. I've been thinking about all the other things I would have done with this chest when I was little. I'd probably have my brother hide the gems around the house so I could hunt them down in a big treasure hunt. I bet I'd make up games for my friends and use the treasure chest as a MacGuffin. I'd store my toys inside and hide the rare stuff in the top compartment that only I know how to access with the dragon's eye. I'd have made this big egg part of play too, despite the questionable number of surprises contained therein. The Beast Lab test tube would have made for such a fun prop, something to stick my G.I. Joes in when the bad guys did terrible experiments. Hell, I'd stuff it full of dino chicken nuggets and work for my lunch, like a food bowl made to challenge cats who eat too fast. The thing that fails the most is Mr. Beast and his terrible lab, because this is really, truly, just a package. It doesn't have enough bells and whistles. It isn't enough of an experience. It's just a vehicle to push a brand to children, just like his burgers and his chocolate and the moldy cheese rations he hands out to starving Victorian orphans these days. There's nothing to do with it now, and it's not very fun the first time either. Now, if I'd gotten to dig this sexy bar of Navi out of a bunch of Jell-O or something, we'd be singing a different tune, but no, it's a key and 2 buttons. It just doesn't matter how you're trying to provide value, just that you are actually trying to make something fun, while also trying to make money. That's unfortunately how it works. But if you're really trying and you care about your child audience at all, I think the rest tends to fall into place from there. Thanks for watching, this is JettKuso, and I'll see you next time. Thank you to my Diamond patrons Lucid Lana, Chuka Bear, and Razu Ryan, my Titan patrons Sierra 107, Gusano, Banana Jones, Chell, and Douglas Fern, and my Hyper patrons Trouble, Midorios, Oreo, Alyssa Gretline, Mansky, Pleco Pleco, Forrest DC, Heartline Die, Kevin Haji, and Sam Caesar. And thank you as well to all of my base patrons. If you would like to help support the JettKuso channel, do bigger and crazier things, I really want to make more long-form videos, and it's Patreon support that makes that kind of stuff possible. So check it out at patreon.com/JettKuso, get access to some exclusive content, and my patrons-only Discord where we have a lot of fun.